Hi FlossTube, my name is Becca and this is Shadow Girl getting her marshmallows. You have reached SamBrie Stitches here on YouTube. here you go. This is FlossTube number 120 and it is September 1st. It is Sampler September, y'all. It has been a little over a week since I've recorded, but I have some exciting news and I wanted to go over my new releases that launched today, and I wanted to get a little bit of input from y'all as well, some advice and such. So I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much for giving my channel a chance. This is a channel about cross stitch and my cross stitch designing journey. I do have an Etsy shop, SamBrie Designs, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. Y'all are absolutely amazing, so supportive, so loving. I don't think I could have made it through the past few months without y'all. It was a rough few months for sure, so thank you all very much for that. Just a little bit of a recap since it's only been a week. Last week when I uploaded my video, shortly after that I had to take my younger daughter back to the ER. She was in excruciating pain and she was bleeding, and she's not supposed to be. I don't want to go into a lot of details as to why. That's her privacy, but we were concerned, so we went back. We were there for another 8 or 9 hours, and the funny thing is, after that happened, there was a news article on how terrible the emergency room is in our area, because it is the only one, I think, in the large Kitsap Peninsula area at least, and they just don't have enough staff to handle the amount of people that are there. So, you know, it's crazy. And if you go by ambulance, you're in a line. You have to wait to even get into the hospital, even if you're rushed by ambulance. So it's pretty sad and scary. But we went and they did an internal ultrasound to check all of, you know, her internal organs. They did say that the ovarian cyst on her right ovary is 5 centimeters. So I don't know if the internal is a little bit more accurate than the 4.8 or if it grew in a week. So that was a little concerning, but it's not twisted, it's not ruptured. We're not sure why she's bleeding or anything like that. So they gave her Percocet and they sent her home with a prescription for Percocet, and Percocet doesn't make her feel very good. Like, it's supposed to make you feel no pain, but it kind of makes her kind of mean and uncomfortable, and she just says that she doesn't want to take it because it just doesn't make her feel right. So I don't blame her. So we are waiting for a referral to gynecology. We did get one. It was an out in town. If those of you are new, we are military. My husband's a retired Marine, so we are assigned to the Naval Hospital. So when we get a referral out in town, you know, it's great because I'd rather have out in town. But they are not accepting new patients because of staff shortages. And there's only 2 or 3 others, and both of them, 2 are males and 1 is female, and they're not accepting new patients. So we are trying to see if we can get into Madigan gynecology. So we have to wait another couple of days. It's a nightmare. But she is not in excruciating pain now. She's able to go move around and do stuff, and we just really want to get her looked at. So that was my daughter update. She's 17, by the way. And then I worked partial days over the weekend. I work over the weekends, and that wasn't terrible. It's just so exhausting to go back after, 3 months of sitting on my behind feeling miserable. But I only worked 4 hours. So, I came home and took a nap. And then my husband whisked me off to Jim Creek Recreation Center. It is a military base where you can go camping on, and it was amazing. He booked a cabin. It's a very, very rustic. There's outhouse, all that kind of stuff. And it was just him and I and Shadow, as you saw in the pictures. And it was amazing. I did not lift a finger for the entire 2.5 days, basically. I sat and stitched on his elk, which you're going to see in a minute. And he cooked, he catered to me, he drove me places because I couldn't go hiking. I did not have the energy nor the breathing stamina for it with the long haul. It was just beautiful weather. There was nobody around us. We were the only one in the area. So it was quiet. It was just amazing. And Jim Creek is a high security area. So there's a recreation center. And then as you're driving through, like driving to the lake or driving to your campsite, there are restricted areas that are gated off because it is a like telecommunications center for communicating with like subs, I believe. I don't know too much about it. But there's a lot of restricted high security clearance areas. So it was kind of neat to drive through and see all that. I did not take pictures of that because that's a no-no. But it was pretty neat to just be camping, but also be in a high security clearance military facility. It was kind of fun. So we did that. You saw the pictures at the beginning. You could tell I have a bit more energy today because I slept in, and just doing nothing but sitting there and stitching and being fed, being catered to, gave me some energy. So it's been pretty nice. I am still waiting to get into the long haul clinic. I think I have a referral, but I'm not sure what it's to. I have to call later today to find out. So that was my week in a nutshell. Thank you all for bearing with me. It's 7 minutes in. Maybe I'll make a note just in case people want to skip my personal stuff. Okay, so I know I showed new releases last week, but they are live. And trust me, make it through this video, and at the end, I will have a 10% code just for y'all, my subscribers, for Sampler September. So make it through my video, and because I'm not going to put it down in the description box because I don't want just random people. I want it for my subscribers just because y'all are very special to me. And so I just wanted to do that instead of running a sale. So I want to go over my 2 new releases a little bit more in depth. I just kind of flashed them last time. And the giveaway winners I will do in a little bit too. So this is the chart I didn't show last time. This is Thankful. I have my whole Bigfoot holiday series. And I do have a few more planned as well. And it's a 3-page chart. So, you know, the chart is pretty easy to read. It's pretty good size on there. And then my back page is just the information stuff. So there's that. This is the design stitched up. I love it. I love it. And I just turned it into a little pillow. All of them are pillow series. And these are the silks that I used. So I stitch my original designs. I usually use Brandy's Be Stitch Me's silks, and then I do a DMC conversion for y'all, just because I really want to get Brandy's name out there. She also opened her shop yesterday. The 31st was her grand opening, and she said it went well. I messaged her. I'm so happy for her. Her shop is Be Stitch Me in Moline, Illinois. Yeah. So if you're in the area, check it out. Otherwise, you can go online and shop. She carries all of my paper copies too, so it's kind of cool. So congratulations, Brandy, on that. But these are her silks. Y'all, she's going to send me a full line of her solid silks to design with. I will show you guys that when it arrives. It's going to be awesome. So it just fall colors, really, really pretty. So that is that, and it's in the Etsy shop now. Now Cora Morgan, this is the front cover for that. Notice I put Bigfoot on all my stuff. The neat thing about Cora Morgan is that Patsy Tabbert did the ancestry research for me, and what I included was how she narrowed it down to Cora Morgan. Now, this isn't 100% that it is Cora, because we don't have her age on here, but we did think that she was fairly young because of the design, basically. The back has all the information. And what I put was, I was worried that I wouldn't have any information on Sweet Cora to share, but a fellow stitcher and genealogy researcher, Patsy Tabert, may have found her. We don't know for sure that this is the young girl who stitched this adorable sampler, but it's a good possibility. We feel that her parents being from Wales, where there is a tradition of girls stitching samplers, might be significant. And I've included Patsy's research on the inside, because this is the cool part. I'm not going to read all this. You'll have to read it when you buy it, or if you buy it. I just thought it was really neat that she sent me step by step on how she narrowed it down. It was amazing. Cora was born February 2nd, 1870 in Brady's Bend Township, Armstrong County, Pennsylvania. Her parents, William P. and Margaret Jones Morgan, were both born in Wales. In the 1860 census, William's occupation was listed as coal digger, and in 1870 it was listed as coal miner. Cora was the second youngest of 12 children. 12 children, y'all. And then it lists the names of her siblings. Cora married John Blair on August 25th, 1892. In some census records, John is listed as a farmer, and in others, his occupation is listed as a pumper on an oil well. John and Cora had 9 children, and then it lists their names. Let's see, and a couple of died as infants, which was really sad. Cora died October 13th, 1938 in Butler County, Pennsylvania, of pericarditis. She is buried in Union Cemetery in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So I thought that was really neat. I don't know how Patsy worked her magic. I don't understand ancestry. I have 2 amazing ladies that helped me with the ancestry, and we just really thought that it was Sweet Cora that she found, and it's really neat to be able to have that. So I didn't show this. This is the original. This is the original, and then this is the model that was stitched by Stephanie Diller. It just screams fall colors to me, and it's so adorable. It's so cute. This was on 18 count, Not Another Sampler by Bestitch Me, and it's just using DMC. But yeah, I love it, and it's so cute and tiny. So this, even though it's a new release, is included in the sale that I'm going to tell you the code for in a little bit. Really quick, I wanted to mention the Sunflower Sampler Mystery Pattern is launching tomorrow, the 2nd. That is a 5-week pattern release with the Fat Quarter Shop. And I have the giveaway winners here that I will try and get in the mail as quickly as you contact me. Monday is a holiday and I work on the weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to get there if you get to me quickly. And then just watch for another announcement from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm thinking today, Thursday or Friday, is what was mentioned. There's going to be a Christmas mystery stitch along coming, and I'll be part of that too. So keep an eye out for that. They have amazing stitch alongs, and the patterns are always free, and you can choose whatever supplies you want, but they always offer them for sale. All right, here we go. Let's do my whips. I don't have very many whips because it's only been a week. One that y'all have seen. This is what I brought to the emergency room. Plum Street Samplers to gather in. I love this so much. I won't be doing the over one. Carl is crowing in the background. This is on 18 count Vintage Country Mocha, I believe. And what I got done was all this white fill-in at the emergency room. So I leave the fill-in for that. I think I'm going to start stitching over onto the side and adding a little bit more and leaving the fill-in for, you know. And then when I don't need to like think. And look at, I have This is Floss Bling by Chris Yoo as the Yoo Flies on Etsy. I love her floss bling. I'm obsessed. I have so many of them. So many of them. Okay, the next one is a sneak peek. This is the only sneak peek that I am going to show. And I'm not even going to post any on social media. I think I posted a sneak peek. I can't remember. My brain fog is real, y'all. Okay, so this is an original design, and this is the beginning of it. It's going to be an inspirational design. This is on 20 Count Coffee Club from Be Stitch Me, and it's using her cauldron and her natural silk. I'm hoping that this will be kind of a nice thing for Black Sampler November, for those that don't like the traditional samplers. It says, in a world of darkness, be the light. And there's a couple other lines to it as well that'll get stitched. And then here's the two silks. So my original design, I love it. I am thinking of maybe making a series out of it because I love how the black and white look on the Coffee Club Ada. It looks really pretty. Okay, let me move this really quick. So, y'all, I have reached a milestone.
That's a nice choice.
Oh no. Well, it is a nice choice. Siri decided to butt in. Yes, it is a nice choice. My husband chose this. Elk Anthem by the First Lady of Cross Stitch. And I have reached a milestone. And that's mainly why I'm recording today, because I reached it last night. I brought this camping with us, and like I said, I sat on my behind a lot of the time and just stitched while we relaxed. I did 2,783 stitches in, I would say, 2.5 days. I didn't stitch the entire time, that we were there and that kind of stuff, but that is a good chunk of stitching. And my milestone is that I reached 50%. 50%. And the edge of the, so this is the end. This is how wide it's going to be. And all of this blue up here, the blue, the white, all that sky, that is what I worked on. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. 50%. Oh, so my next goal is to, I even ironed it and I took the lint brush and rolled it over the top. Oh my gosh. So my next goal is to go down on the side and see how far down it goes, so then I can cut the fabric that way. Oh my gosh. That is just, it feels so good to know that I'm halfway. My goal, in case you're new here, is next year on June 30th is our 25th wedding anniversary. So I would like to have this done and framed and give it to him for our 25th wedding anniversary, because he has waited years and he jokes that he'll be dead by the time this gets done. So I've really been trying to work on it more. And that's a lot of stitching in a couple of days. That really, really is. And I'm so in love with it. It's so beautiful. I can't believe that floss looks like that. Because I showed my daughter and she said it looked like a painting. So I just wanted to share that before I worked on it. The 50% mark. I did it. Okay. Giveaway winners. Let's do the giveaway winners. Let me get to my thing. Okay, so the sunflower, which was this entire, and you get the pattern emailed to you too. The whole entire set here, that goes to Marumi Crafts. Oh, got a hair in my mouth. Yuck, sorry. Marumi Crafts. So if you won, just please send me an email, and I will send your email to Kate at Fat Quarter Shop so she can get you on the email list as well. But congratulations. And for Cora, And you get I think you get the choice of a PDF or a hard copy. So for Sweet Cora, it's Julie McLean, Maclean. So congratulations for Cora. And for my Bigfoot, which is this goes to Mary Ann Johnson. So congratulations, Mary Ann. Thank you so much for entering. I didn't actually go and look to see if everybody was subscribed. I just appreciate you leaving comments. So I'm just gonna stop asking for that because it's just much easier, or publicly subscribed, I should say. And then Autumn, which was just these 3 leftover pieces that they sent me. This goes to Sharon Tessie, Tesi. So congratulations to all the winners. If y'all could just email me, put in the subject line what you won. That'll be easier. And then send me your mailing address or your email if you want the PDF or that kind of stuff. So, okay. So I have a little bit of haul and stitchy kindness. Before I do that, because I know not everybody likes that, my giveaway for y'all, for my subscribers, from today, September 1st through September 14th, I will have a coupon code available for you. You just put it in at checkout in my Etsy shop, and it is sampler and then the number 10, SAMPLER 10. And that is for my reproduction samplers and my original samplers as well. So I hope that you find something that you'll want to stitch for Sampler September or Black Sampler November. That was started by Jacob. So hopefully you find something. It's good for 2 weeks. Sampler 10. So just a thank you for just being a subscriber and being so supportive and such. So my haul is my fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me. It is, I'm excited because this is one of my favorites. Not Another Sampler. So I now get 20 count and 40 count. You see the difference? That's quite a difference. It's 40 count, this is 20 count. The dyeing is different, but I love it. Okay, I'm back. I had to get Shadow inside because she was starting to bark. So Stitchy Kindness. This arrived yesterday, and it was such a surprise and absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm pulling it out of the package. So this little card, I love adorable little flower cards. Look at this beehive. Oh, so pretty. Beehive. And this is from Joanna Lynn Creations from Canada. She is Joanna Lynn X Stitching on Instagram, and I have already been following her. But she sent me, she knows that purple's my favorite color, so she sent me the purples from the Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop, the NPI silks. Look at those. Oh my gosh. Love it. And she sent me a whole bundle of DMC. Look at those pretty colors. So pretty. But the coolest thing, and I messaged her, I was like, did you make these? But she said, no, a local indigenous man made these. And his name is Jason Roberts because he's on here. She sent me 4 of these coasters. This flipping Bigfoot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to use these. They're going to go up like decorations. Look on the side of this. Oh. But she said she saw these and had to get them for me. So I appreciate that. I love them so much. That was so kind of you. And then I received a little while ago, a few days ago. So this is made by I Love Crafts by Melissa on Etsy, but it's from Teresa. I always think I butcher your last name. Chucle? Chucle. Teresa, I butcher your name every time. But Teresa sent this to me for my Halloween display. I love him so much. Oh, the detail, like, look, she put little stitches on there, the little stitches, the pants. So yeah, so this is I Love Crafts by Melissa. It's a primitive Frankenstein doll. And then Teresa just left a little note that she wanted to send this for my Halloween display. It's so cute. And it has a little tag that says Frank. I love it. Thank you so much, Teresa. It's so adorable. So adorable. And my Halloween stuff will go up. I leave my patriotic decor up and through September 11th. And then anytime after that I feel like packing it up and doing all that, I do. Then I take them down. And then my husband bought me some goodies. So at Jim Creek, they have a little store that has, you know, tourist stuff and a little bit of food and that kind of thing. So he bought me this mug to go in my Bigfoot display. And then he bought me this. It says, I stopped for Bigfoot, Jim Creek. And this is a pin, but he bought it for me so I could turn it into a needle minder. So I'm going to do that. And then he bought me a Christmas ornament. It's Bigfoot camping. I love it. And then he bought me a bunch of stickers. Well, him and I, a bunch of stickers he's going to put on. So there's Jim Creek. There's a Take a Hike, Mountains Please. You can tell which ones are his. He bought this one for him, Jim Creek. And then this one's mine, Jim Creek Sasquatch Hunting Permit. I will hunt him and I will find him, but I will not hurt him. I will just want pictures. Maybe a selfie with him. Who knows? Because they had a whole bunch of Bigfoot statues and signs and all that throughout Jim Creek. It was just the coolest thing. You saw all the pictures at the beginning, but it was just so much fun. All right, well, that is my video. Don't forget that September 1st through the 14th, Sampler 10, you can get 10% off my samplers for Sampler September and Black Sampler November. And if you go follow, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name right now. I'll try and link it down below. But she hosts Sampler September. It's September Sampler Soiree is the one hashtag if you're doing reproduction samplers. And then September Sampler or Sampler September for just regulars. I'll put all the information down below. I didn't make notes of that. One last thing is I need advice. I am thinking of starting a Patreon. Now, I wouldn't change doing videos or anything like that. I'm not going to make my videos exclusive or anything like that. But I was thinking of adding a Patreon only because I hope to turn my stitching and my designing and my channel and all that into extra income so that I don't have to work retail basically, and that I can turn those 3 days into focusing on my designing and reproducing and such. So I was thinking of starting a Patreon. And I wanted some advice from y'all since you are my subscribers, you are my friends, and you are my people. So here's what I'm thinking. There's going to be possibly 4 tiers. And again, this is all just thinking and brainstorming right now. I'm thinking of starting it October 1st. So it would be a month from now. The first tier would just be $2.50. And it would just be not needing any extra content. You just wanted to support me. So you sign up for $2.50 a month, basically. And I kind of went off of several other floss tuber and designers Patreons and kind of tried to go along the same lines as them. The next tier would be $5. And that's the Patreon only posts on like what I'm up to, vlogging and that kind of stuff, and participate in polls. So, you know, if I trying to decide on which antique reproduction to do, to reproduce next, I'll put up a poll, or which fabric color, that kind of thing. And you'll get to see my antique samplers that I haven't posted publicly, because I'm going to stop posting publicly on that kind of stuff if I'm going to do a Patreon. So I won't be doing public reveals of my new samplers. And I have a good 4 or 5 that I've not publicly posted and will continue to buy them. So that'll be in that tier as well. Then there's a $7 tier. And the $7 tier is 5% off of my PDF charts in my Etsy shop. And that's for the month, basically. Sneak peeks on upcoming releases. So anything that I've designed or that I'm working on that's going to be released, that'll be a sneak peek there instead of making that public. And then, of course, the Patreon only posts on what I'm up to and the participate in polls. And then there's a $15. So the $15 one is you get 10% off my PDF charts in my Etsy shop. And once, because I'm not as big of a designer as many of the other ones that have Patreons and that are absolutely amazing, instead of offering and promising a free chart every month that's exclusive to y'all, because I wish I could do that. Maybe in the future I might change it up. But instead, I was thinking maybe once a month offering like a one-time $7 gift certificate to my Etsy shop. So that would make like one of my Bigfoot charts free, or, you know, that kind of thing. And that way you still kind of get the free, plus you get the discount. Because if I start a Patreon, I may stop. I think I'm going to stop doing sales in my Etsy shop because I want my Patreon followers to be able to get the deals on that. So, and then also an access to a monthly Zoom with me. So I would host a monthly Zoom meetup with my tier 4 Patreon members, where we can stitch. You can ask me questions. We just chit chat, whatever. So it would be kind of fun. Of course, sneak peeks on upcoming releases, Patreon only posts on what I'm up to and participating in polls. I'm also thinking that for maybe 3, but definitely 4 tiers, that I would offer like a sticker every month to mail out. That would be from a sampler. So I've already ordered one for my October release. I've already ordered stickers for that. So I'm thinking about doing that as well, because I know all of us stitchers like stickers, and this would be kind of neat to be the picture of the antique sampler that I am either releasing or working on. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cap tier 3 and 4 at 25 people each, especially for the Zoom. But I think for if I do the stickers, that's 50 stickers right there. If I get 25 people, I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking. Any input, advice, anything like that would be greatly appreciated. I will be open to everyone's suggestions. And if you're not a big Patreon person, you can let me know that too. I'm nervous in doing this, but I think it'll be kind of neat. Like I said, my videos won't change. I'll still be here. I'll still be doing the interviews. I'm not making the interviews exclusive to Patreon at all, because it brings too much enjoyment to everyone that I'm not going to force people to pay for those. So the interviews will still happen, that kind of stuff. But yeah, any input I'd appreciate. You know, it's just something that I'm thinking about, just to get me to the next step of maybe, you know, not doing retail anymore. We shall see. But anyways, so that is my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing weekly or, you know, every 2 weeks, but just make sure you hit the subscribe button, and there's a little bell that kind of lets you know when my videos do go up, because I do post extra videos as well, and I do interviews with other floss tubers. So it's kind of a fun channel. I hope you enjoy it, and until I see you all again, whenever I post another video, happy stitching, everybody.